softly spoken, whispering tone she. Just take a deep breath and let the world slow down. Wherever you are right now, you're safe, you're warm, and nothing is expected of you. Let your eyes grow heavier with every word. You might imagine the scent of old wood, the flicker of candlelight, the faint creak of winding stairs, and the hush of night winds brushing across rooftops. The world outside fades, and you're invited into another one, where time moves gently, where the only sound is the soft rhythm of footsteps echoing on stone. You're about to journey somewhere quiet, somewhere high above the sleepy rooftops of a medieval town. Let your thoughts drift as we begin our story. Our story tonight begins with a lantern in hand. The old man, the Night Watchman, slowly climbs the winding spiral staircase of the tallest tower in the village. Each step is measured, each breath even, and each footfall echoes softly in the round stone chamber, like a heartbeat in a sleeping house. Thump, step, thump, step. He carries with him a heavy brass lantern, glowing warmly with candlelight. The flame dances behind stained glass, casting flickering colors on the cold stone walls. Outside, the night is velvet dark and gentle. A light breeze whispers through the cracks in the tower's old shutters. It smells faintly of pine smoke and damp earth and faraway rain. Below, the little town is already asleep. Wooden shutters are drawn, chimneys still curl with fading wisps of hearth smoke. Cats curl on rooftops, and the moon floats silently over tiled roofs, its light spilling like milk across the cobbled streets. The watchman hums softly, a song without words, the kind that only the stars remember. Each night, as he has done for many, many years, he begins his ritual, lighting the lantern, tending the firelight, watching, guarding, not out of fear, but out of love. In the old days, he used to call out the hour Zeus, as the other watchmen across Europe once did, 10 o'clock, and all is well. He would blow his curved horn low and mellowing. The sound would drift across rooftops like a lullaby for the whole town. Some still remember that sound in their dreams, even now. But the horn is quiet tonight. Only the flame speaks now. And the soft creak of his boots on the ancient stair. As he ascends, he pauses at each landing. He opens a little door, lights the oil lamp nestled there, and then closes it gently again. These tower lanterns, old and smoky, shine like fireflies into the dark. Their light, a quiet promise, not a warning. Just a reminder, someone is watching tonight, someone is awake. While others sleep, someone is keeping time. Above, the stars wheel slowly in the sky, brilliant and cold. He often speaks to them, though he never expects a reply. There you are, he whispers as he peeks out a high tower window. Just where I left you. Sometimes he names them, not by their proper names, but names only he remembers. Names he gave them in his youth. There's the shepherd's star, and the needle's eye, and that little one, barely a glimmer, he calls her the ember. She's his favorite because she always flickers like she might go out, but never does. At the top of the tower, the room is round and domed like an observatory, but open to the night. A great brass bell hangs there, sleeping in silence. He used to ring it during storms when the river threatened to rise, or when travelers strayed from the forest path. But now the nights are calm. Now the bell sleeps too, and the watchman settles onto his little wooden stool beside it. He sets the lantern down and pours himself a cup of warm spiced cider from a clay jug. The steam curls like smoke, vanishing into the cold night. He takes a slow sip and listens to the breeze moving through wooden rafters, to the distant hoot of an owl, to the subtle groan of the tower settling on its ancient stones. Each sound is familiar. Each one is part of the rhythm. He leans back against the stone, and from his perch, he can see it all. The sleeping town, the silent forest beyond, the river glinting like a ribbon of ink, a dog barks. Once, far away, and then silence again. Time here does not tick like a clock. It flows like mist through the branches. And the watchman is the bridge between hours. Once, many winters ago, he says softly to no one, a child had climbed the tower to watch the stars with him. She had curly hair and wore boots too big for her feet. And she had asked him, "Why do you stay awake while everyone else sleeps?" He had smiled and said, "Because someone has to remember the stars when the rest of the world forgets to look." She didn't understand then, but maybe she does now. Maybe she's grown up and tells the same story to her own children. Maybe the memory of the watchman's tower lives on, even as the bricks grow moss and the bell rusts gently in the damp. The wind rises ever so slightly, and he wraps his cloak tighter. The candle flame flickers in the lantern's heart, but it does not go out. It burns steadily, like his promise, like his present. He's not just keeping watch for trouble. He's keeping watch for peace. And peace is everywhere tonight, in the silence of the street, in the hush of the trees, in the slow breath of the world, beneath the stars. The watchman leans forward. He rests his hands on his knees, and he closes his eyes. Just for a moment, just to listen to the breath of night, to the heart of the earth, to the soft voice of the wind as it circles the tower. The wind hushes again, as if it knows he's listening. Below, the world shifts in dreams. A door creaks somewhere. A barn owl swoops soundlessly from one rooftop to another. The watchman's eyes remain closed, but his mind is wide awake. He doesn't dream in the usual way anymore. Instead, he remembers each night is a memory in motion. A ritual so deeply woven into his life that it no longer feels like a task. It feels like a kind of magic. In the earliest hours, those forgotten blue hours just before dawn, the sky deepens. Not quite black, not yet morning, just between this. When he lights the last lantern, the highest one, the flame flutters as he shields it with a curved palm, protecting it from the wind as he places it into the glass-binned cradle mounted at the top of the tower, the town's final guardian flame. Once, people believed that lanterns could ward off spirits. That light, no matter how small, had a kind of sacred strength. He doesn't know if that's true, but still, every night without fail, he lights this one. Because maybe, just maybe, someone far below is watching from their window. And maybe that flicker of golden fire up high in the tower tells them they are not alone. but the simple love of stillness, the strange, soft privilege of being the one who witnesses the night, not in loneliness, but in quiet belonging. The hours pass in hushes and sighs. A candle gutters in its lantern. Then the breeze brings the scent of jasmine, or maybe just old stone warmed by firelight. He rests his hands in his lap. The cat stretches, paws twitching. And somewhere down below, a rooster stirs. Not a crow, not yet. Just the sense of morning turning over in its sleep. The sky is changing now. If you look closely, it's no longer deep blue, but pale indigo near the horizon. A blush of silver curls at the edge of the rooftops. The stars begin to fade, not all at once, but gently, as if they're folding themselves back into the sky. The ember star is the last to go. She lingers. She always does. And he watches her until the very last flicker disappears. He stands slowly, joints popping like firewood cracking in a hearth. He pours the last of the cider from his flask and sips it. Cool now, but still sweet with cloves and honey. The cat blinks at him once, then stretches and vanishes into the shadows again. Perhaps she has other towers to visit, or perhaps she's part of the tower itself. Down below, a candle is lit in someone's window, a baker maybe? Or a mother rocking a child, and the first chimney smoke of morning begins to rise. The town begins to stir. The watchman does not ring the bell. He never has to. The light is enough. Instead, he turns and begins his descent. The same step. The same steps. Thump, step, thump, step. But now, the stone glows faintly with the coming dawn. And with each lantern he passes, he pauses. He opens the little door and gently blows out the flame. Not with a rush of air, just a soft puff, like a kiss goodnight. By the time he reaches the bottom of the tower, the world has changed. The sky is pale gold. A dog barks nearby. A wheel creaks as a cart rumbles down the lane. Just until the sun finishes rising and the wind, soft and warm, moves past him like a whispered word. You kept the light, it seems to say. And he smiles, because he always will. Soft final whisper. Now, dear listener, let the watchman rest. Let the flame burn gently in your dream. And may the stars keep watch over you, just as he once did. Sleep now. You are safe. The night is gentle, and morning can wait.